Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into my channel. It's DJ Dave T from Street Sounds Mobile Discos, and in this video I wanted to talk about my experience of using my DDJ800 and my RCF Evo J8 speakers at a recent 30th birthday party. Yes, I recently did a 30th birthday party. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any video footage for safeguarding reasons because there were children there until very late, and that's one thing I tend to keep away from. And things really, if there's children about. If it's adults, I will ask the actual party organizer if it's okay, and normally they're absolutely fine with it. But on this occasion, because there were children there until very late, the only video footage I was able to get was at some point where I took 10 seconds to do a quick video footage of me playing about Bananarama through my new speakers. Anyway, pressing on. I've been meaning to upgrade my DJ equipment, to be honest, for quite a while, because I have been using a new Mixtrack Pro pretty much for the last 4 or 5 years since I first started out doing if I just goes thanks to a charity that I volunteer for. They very kindly if I let me some money to buy me a new a second-hand DJ controller, which has served me very well. However, after doing mobile discos for the last 5 years now, I believed it was time to upgrade to a more professional setup. So if I'm honest, I looked at quite a few. I looked at, well, to be honest, yes, I looked at quite a few, but to be honest, Pioneer kind of, to be honest, stood out to me quite a bit. To be honest with you. Anyway, my experience with the actual DJ controller was absolutely brilliant. The fact that I'm able to connect more than one microphone to the actual controller of my setup gives me the potential option to maybe do karaoke in the actual future. By the way, that noise is my 2-year-old. He is currently off nursery at the actual moment. In case you wonder what that noise is, that rattling, that's my 2-year-old rattling the actual gate. The fact there's more option for sound effects and things, beat sync settings, and also the actual fact that it shows if sound levels on the actual DJ controller as well. That is one thing I have never been lucky enough to have. Also, the fact that you can boost your actual speaker volume, basically in more than one way. I find that is an absolute bonus. Plus, I have never had a DJ controller where you can actually at least see the actual BPMs and also see other things on the actual on the actual deck LCD screens. That to me is an absolute luxury. So I shall be making sure that I look after this DJ controller, so I can keep using it for many years to come. I think the only thing that I have learned is that you need to wear a DJ controller in straight away. So that is one thing I have also had to do. Anyway, pressing on with my RCF speakers, and I would like to give a very special mention to DJ Funky Mike, who has a YouTube channel as well. He also founded British Online Lockdown Radio as well throughout lockdown, and as I said, kept quite a few of us entertained. And very well informed with the actual gig, with the gig logs that he's done as well, and he's also shown and taught me a thing or two as well during lockdown, as well. But he also pointed out to me the RCF Evo J8 speakers that I now have in my possession, because if it wasn't for him pointing and getting them out on social media, I wouldn't have known that they were being sold. Because I got them for I believe a very, very good price, and considering a lot of DJ websites are having supply problems at the actual moment, I believe that I believe that getting them was probably about the very best thing to do, considering I have got a budget QTX 15-inch active speakers, and I have had them for a very long time, and I believed it was time for an upgrade, and also I wanted to make my setup look a little more professional. And if I'm honest, my experience with these, I am more than impressed with them. Could not be more happy with my purchase at all. I'm dead chuffed with them. They are smart. They are sleek, and they add such a professional look to any setup, whether you're a karaoke singer, DJ and singer, or just a very professional singer. I can highly recommend these speakers to anyone who's in the entertainment industry. They really do, pardon the pun, pack a punch. Easy to set up. Whereas with my QTX speakers, I had to have an extension lead connecting my actual speakers to an extension lead down below. Whereas these ones, the actual power AC cable is at the actual very bottom, and it's over 2 meters long. So these speakers, it means I have been able to plug them directly into my extension lead that is right behind my setup. So it's a little less messing around. If for me to do as well, it takes literally 3 minutes or less to put them up. So all in all, for me, an absolute bonus, and I'm very much looking forward to we're using them over the next few years. Anyway, if you've got any good experiences with using the DDJ 800, please do feel free to put a comment down below, and also with the RCF Evo J8 speakers as well. I have tried to make this video as informative really as I possibly can, and also talk about my experience. I believe it's been a very positive experience. Dead chuffed with the equipment. Feel free to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Also, if you could share my channel so that people will subscribe feedback to my channel as I'm trying to grow it. That'd be much appreciated as well. Thank you for taking your time to watch my video. Take care, stay safe, and bye bye for now.